Texas. They say everything's bigger here, and they're right. We've got big cars. I mean really big cars. Have you seen our trucks? They take up a parking space and a half. They're gigantic, and we like them that way. It's got a Texas-sized podcast as well. And this is it, right here. Fort Hood's great big podcast. Yeehaw.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Fort Hood's great podcast. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing great, but I don't know who you are.
Oh, that's true. You don't. I'm Samantha. I am in the PAO office here at the Garrison.
I'm Sergeant First Class Kelvin Ringold, and I'm here so I don't get fined.
Oh,
and this is Brandy Cruz. I'm the news editor for the Fort Hood Sentinel.
Brandy!
Woohoo! Brandy, we got a special host on with us today.
That should be a song.
I know. It is. It's the best song.
So, how's everybody doing? Did you go to a wedding recently?
I did go to a wedding recently.
How was that?
It was good. The next day, my legs hurt, so I was a bridesmaid.
Oh.
So I was in heels all day for photos and then for the wedding. And by the time I woke up the next morning, my legs were so cramped from all the dancing I did and all the heel wearing. I actually was in pain.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad.
Now your dress, was it something you can reuse later?
It is, yeah. No, it was beautiful. So it was just black, strapless, long dress. So I can definitely reuse it. I'm very happy about that.
Always bet on black, like Wesley Snipes once said. Where was it?
It was in Kansas City. It was downtown Kansas City. It was beautiful. The weather, it was supposed to rain originally, and it turned into just the most beautiful day. The sun was out. It was like 70-ish degrees, so it wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. It was beautiful. Yeah, couldn't have been better.
I do love Kansas City. I've been there quite a few times. Some of my KC folks holler.
Yeah.
It's not like they're listening to this, but
They could.
whatever.
You could
guys
send this
suck.
to them.
Start listening,
That's
okay?
right. Call them out on that.
Jeez.
They gotta start listening. How dare they? But yeah, it was a great time. I love Kansas City. It's always fun to go. That's where I'm from, so I love going home to Kansas City.
Yes, and I'm not going to hold that against you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She might, though.
I love Kansas City. I had a great barbecue there.
See, there you go. Can't
I'm not
beat
a
it.
barbecue guy.
No.
Even though I love food, I will eat it sometimes, but it's just not worth the hassle.
So you must not do so well here in Texas.
It's
Since
not.
that's all they eat here.
They have a place in Austin that people wait like 2-3 hours of their lives just to get some food. You can go down the street and get something better. There's a food truck down there, restaurants down there. Wait 3 hours for barbecue.
I like the Texas barbecue because if it's good barbecue, it doesn't need the sauce.
Oh.
And the Texas barbecue, the meat is really flavorful and juicy. I like that.
I did not eat. I did it to myself again. I've been running around all day, so no more barbecue talk.
Okay, we'll move on. So sorry.
I volunteer to end the conversation.
Oh, speaking of volunteering, we have someone special in the studio with us right now. We want to go ahead and welcome Mr. James Elzie, the Army Community Services Employment and Volunteer Services Branch Manager.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, thanks
Welcome,
for being in the
James.
Welcome.
podcast.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So, what are we here to talk about today? Volunteer of the Year.
Yay.
Yay, so exciting. So, Mr. Elzie, can you tell us what volunteer services is for the greater Fort Hood community who may not know exactly what that entails?
Oh, definitely. Well, volunteer services is just a collaboration of soldiers, civilians, DA civilians, parents, family members that's volunteer on Fort Hood to make Fort Hood a better place. They come here, they do the jobs for no pay, but what they do, they provide that needed service that we can't pay for at this particular time. We have over 5,000 volunteers right now on Fort Hood. Maybe like 2,500 of them are civilian family members. Another 1,500 are soldiers. We have youth volunteers. We have senior volunteers. We have volunteers in every avenue you can think of on Fort Hood and also off Fort Hood. And And what's so great about it, they give back so much to the community. And then at some point, we award those guys and girls also, just like we did last night, the Volunteer of the Year ceremony. We had 33 volunteers last night that was recognized on Fort Hood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I counted 34 on the list.
Yeah, it was a family of 8.
Yes.
It was a family of 8 also. We had 29, I think it was 29 adult and 3 youth and a couple of seniors also. So we had a collaboration of all different types of volunteers that we recognized last night.
That's incredible. So what do those volunteers need to do to get? So what do volunteers need to do to volunteer here?
Well, first of all, you have to find somewhere that you can volunteer at. That's going to be meaningful for yourself and the community also. And what you do, you get that position registered in what we call VEMAS. It's Volunteer Information Management System. And you have to be registered in VEMAS in order for them to count your hours. If we can't count your hours, we can't vet that you did that volunteer. And that's when they do that. And all the brigades and battalions have what they call OPOCs, organization POCs, that also helps track that information also. And of course, the commands are the ones that start nominating these volunteers for Volunteer of the Month, Volunteer of the Quarter, and also Volunteer of the Year.
And the commanders can also put their soldiers in for awards, right? For medals on their uniform?
Yes, I think it's a Soldiers Recognition Award, where soldiers, when I was in, it was a few years ago, they was giving out certificate of appreciation, certificate of achievement, and they get promotion points for those things as well. So the command can do that.
That's great.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Now, being at the ceremony last night, I noticed a lot of people there's a lot of different things they can do. And, the soldiers putting on, musicals. And I was really impressed with, what was her name? Specialist Dana Fife over in 504th.
She was awesome.
They said that she had got lit pathways to and from the barracks. That's so cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. We had guys and girls on there. I think some did acting, some helped with during the COVID-19, of course, the pandemic. Some helped with the snowstorms. It was so many different types of volunteers that went on throughout last year. It was great to recognize those guys and girls last night.
Now, I have a question. Did COVID affect any of the volunteer hours?
Like on Fort Hood, we was limited to a minimum of people that could volunteer within our organization because it was closed most of the time. But a lot of these dedicated volunteers, they continue to volunteer within the communities. Beyond the COVID restrictions, they did what they had to do, and their hours still was recorded, so they was able to be recognized.
Yeah, that's incredible. So since there were so many awards that were given out last night, were there certain types of awards? Because I wasn't there, so we know there is the Volunteer of the Year, but outside of that, what other kind of awards were given out?
We had the Youth Volunteer. We had 3 Youth Volunteers of the Year. Wow. We had 2 Seniors Volunteers of the Year, and we had the other 20 just regular volunteers within their units that won within their specific unit organization that was nominated to be Volunteer of the Year. So all organizations on Fort Hood can nominate somebody for Volunteer of the Year. Of course, the Volunteer of the Year herself was out of Carlisle Darnell. And, of course, Miss Brandy, she was there for that recognition because she couldn't be here for the ceremony last night, Miss Harrison.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to be there and see her. She was completely baffled.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how did you guys pull it off?
Well, we did, since we realized that, and unfortunately what happened is the volunteer ceremony was changed several times due to COVID, due to unavailability of the CG, his busy schedule. So we had to do, when we found out Miss Harrison was leaving, we worked with their OPOC, the FSRA, to coordinate to do that secret ceremony, that surprise ceremony, during her husband change of command. So he was changing out. So she knew she was going to get recognized as Carlisle Darnell Volunteer of the Year. Mm-hmm. But we was able to get permission from the command also to give her the Volunteer of the Year, Installation Volunteer of the Year at that same time. So she was totally unaware of what was going on, but she was very happily surprised.
This week's Fort Hood Sentinel front page will actually feature Lori Harrison, the Installation Volunteer of the Year. Let's hear her reaction.
Overwhelmed, really, with just emotion. Totally unexpected, like I said. I just see a need and I fill it. It's nothing more than that. And just like I said, it's just about being able to be part of something bigger than yourself, and it's who God created me to be, just to help others, and that just gives me a smile when I can help somebody, and that gives them a smile, and being part of something bigger than yourself that lasts longer than maybe your lifetime.
Yeah. And so when you realized you won for the installation, what was going through your mind?
I don't even think I've processed this whole thing, to be honest with you. Fort Hood is like the largest installation that we have, so that is just an amazing honor, and like I said, I can't even comprehend it at this point. Very overwhelming and just very humbling to know that I've been at least even just what do you call it, nominated, let alone being selected, is just a huge honor.
I thought it was cool. She told me after the ceremony that one of the biggest things she did was completely refurbish a softball field.
Wow.
Like she said, at her kids' schools, it's a private school over in Temple. She said the baseball complex for the boys was open, but the one for the girls was all overgrown and stuff. Oh. And so while her boys were at baseball, she just sat over into brought her lawnmower, and came over and just cleared the whole field.
Wow, that seems like something that would be on a TV show or movie.
Flip that field.
Yeah.
And I really think, the biggest thing with our volunteers that, these guys and girls, they don't do it for the recognition. They do it because they want to give back. And that's what makes it so great for the volunteering. Yeah,
that's great. So how many volunteer hours were there for this past year total?
43,439, something like that. Equated to like $1.3 million of avoidance for Fort Hood.
Wow.
So they saved Fort Hood $1.3 million for volunteering hours.
That is incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, that is a lot of money that they saved.
Well, and I also mentioned that was during 2020, during COVID. The year before, it was almost double that amount. It was $2.4 million in that year.
That's crazy. So I'm assuming you're expecting that for this current year, or?
And we're back in the saddle, so hopefully we can.
It's just great that even in a time like the pandemic, that people still, went out of their way to help not only one another, but, to give back to the community, give back to the soldiers. It's just always touched me right in my sweet spot, which is my heart.
That's nice. That's very nice.
That was beautiful.
Okay, we're just gonna. I'll never say that again. Okay?
No. It was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. We appreciate that. Well, that is wonderful, Mr. Elzie. Will you tell us one more time how people can get involved, just in case they missed it the first time?
Hey, if you want to get involved, volunteer, you can get with your unit, organization, POC, or you can contact Army Community Service Volunteer and Service Branch, and we definitely can get you linked up. The first thing you want to do is find an organization that you want to volunteer with, what you want to do, what part of the community you want to help with. And we definitely give you the ground rules of what you need to do. And just one last thing I would like to add, volunteering, is just not for soldiers, for family members also. A lot of times military spouses come to Fort Hood and choose not to work, which is great. That's understandable. But I always ask them, if you can volunteer, because that gives you opportunity to build experiences, needed experience when you do decide you want to work. It helps build your resume. So it helps out. It gives back, and it helps you out in the long run also.
That's great. Is there a phone number that someone could call if they have questions?
They can call me at 254-287-6067.
One more time for the people.
254-287-6067.
Beautiful. Well, we appreciate having you on and learning about what people can do here and the Volunteer of the Year.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Hey golfers, are you looking for a new course to play? The Courses of Clear Creek is a 27-hole course with challenging greens located in the scenic rolling hills of Fort Hood. With a 300-yard driving range, 2 putting greens, and a 4-hole kids course, we're the premier golf course in Central Texas. Our pro shop is always stocked with the latest golfing equipment and name brand apparel, while our beautiful pavilion overlooking the course is a great place to enjoy a cold beverage. The Courses of Clear Creek, open to the public, offering annual, monthly, and summer membership packages. Give us a call today at 254-287-4130 or find us on the web at hood.armymwr.com.
Flash floods in central Texas happen within only a few hours of rain. Every year, more than 80% of flood fatalities involve vehicles, and about 10 people drown in their vehicles each year in Texas. Vehicles of every size can lose control, float, and roll over in flood conditions. Is taking the risk worth it? Is it worth the risk of leaving loved ones behind? Overconfidence kills. Don't drive through floodwater. It's not worth it.
Fort Hood's Great Big Podcast. Close enough for the government, good enough for you.
Hello, we're back.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. We have
Stranger danger in the house.
a stranger. Brianna, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Specialist Brianna Dew with the 1st Cavalry Division Band.
The usual co-host back in the room.
Back in the house.
That's right. Even though I'm not the usual. I'm the usual now.
You will be now.
I will be now.
It's a new beginning, a new start.
That's right.
A new chapter.
Yes.
We're rounding the corner. And it looks different. But that's life, every transition. There's a season for everything.
There is, including a season for birthdays.
Aww.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It is the Army's birthday next week.
Heck,
on June
yes.
14th.
Yes.
We are the old ones.
Yes. Very exciting.
Out of all the services.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
246.
46?
Oh my gosh.
That's very old.
That's a mouthful.
That is. That's very old.
You're old, Army.
Yeah. Seen a lot. Done a lot.
We'll see where we go from here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the Army birthday party coming up, though. Very exciting. On the Army's birthday.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good birthday party?
I do.
I do.
I like the cake.
Yeah, the cake's
But
my
also
favorite
I'll
part,
probably
too.
be in the ceremony. So
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Was that a flute sound or what was that?
Piccolo. I'll be doing piccolo. Be the fifer out on the field.
What do soldiers think about the Army birthday? Because, we got a lot of, I've been in for a couple years, but we got some. Whoa.
You're old too, right?
Whoa.
You're throwing down
Cut the
today.
audio. Cut the audio.
Just cut that out.
What do they think? Do they care about the Army birthday?
Yeah.
Did
People
anybody
do care about the Army birthday.
Did anybody find somebody that we could ask?
You know what? I found several people we could ask.
Did their shirt say Army?
It did.
All right.
Oh.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Specialist Spence. I'm from 11th Field Hospital. And I'm Specialist DeLeon. I'm from 11th Field Hospital as well. So we think that for the Army's 246, well, we think for the Army's 246th birthday, we should have a Donza to celebrate.
Hello, my name is Master Sergeant Daniel Dodd. I'm with the 89th MP Brigade here in Fort Hood, Texas. And
How old's the Army turning this year?
I think it's turning 246.
I think you're correct. And what do you think is a great idea for the Army birthday party?
I think we should do an Army 10-mile run.
Perfect.
I like it.
My name is Specialist Harris with the 13th ESC Headquarters. I think that the best way to celebrate the Army's birthday would be to spend it with family.
So yeah, there we go. What do you guys think? What would you do to celebrate the Army birthday if you were in charge of the party?
Okay, picture it.
Oh, okay.
I would have.
I've closed my eyes. I'm ready to go.
Close your
I'm picturing
it. I would have a bunch of helicopters.
Ooh, okay. I'm liking this already.
Do a flyby. Very, very patriotic. I'd have them tanks out there blowing up some stuff. Boom, Murica, explosion, the smell of gunpowder.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then end all of that with some cake.
And some cake.
Yeah.
And our sabers high.
Ooh.
And our, oh my gosh, I forgot. What are the things that we wear on the I haven't got, it says the spurs, right?
Ooh, you are fired.
Sorry. Okay, let me do that. So our sabers would be high and our spurs would be fresh.
Ooh.
Right?
Fresh.
No?
Fresh spurs.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's what I would do.
I would attend that birthday party. That sounds
you.
really fun.
I wouldn't. I'll give you some excuse and be like, I had to go feed my cat. I don't know.
His priority is cat. Wow.
What would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How do you?
You got to flex on
how do you
all
celebrate
the other services.
The Army? 246 years. I mean,
it's a tall order.
How about 246 push-ups?
Oh well, I mean,
you do that every day though already in the morning.
I mean, who can
before
do
breakfast.
that many besides me? I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
That'd be a real flex on everybody. It wouldn't be the Army's birthday anymore. It would be yours.
Yes. Happy birthday, Sarge.
Yeah, that.
But
Brianna,
no, I
your
mean,
birthday sounds great. Yeah.
It's always good to celebrate the Army birthday. You know, the old esprit de corps.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe we can get can we have like a run now? Is that allowed or no?
No. Ugh.
No runs?
I don't like runs.
No, I don't run anymore anyway. Oh, well.
I mean,
we
can.
I'm sure people are all upset over it. Nothing beats that birthday run.
I'm not upset about it.
I am.
You are?
Well,
you like running like that?
Well, I always have the camera, so I'm not really.
Oh,
well,
that's why you like it.
Yeah.
Don't let me lie to you, because I used to run with the camera.
Oh.
You know, be like, oh, I got this shot. Don't worry. But not now. I'm broke.
You're old.
Not doing that anymore. I'm not old. I'm broke, and there's a difference.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Calm down over there.
Happy birthday, Army. We love you.
You just love it because it's older than you.
Ooh, dang.
Wow.
See, I'm getting the Dave treatment. This is BS.
Well,
yeah,
not here
Dave's not on, so
anymore.
somebody else has
Yes.
to be bullied.
I know.
About to call my mom. You guys are in trouble.
We're going off the chain. No more supervisor.
We just do what we want now.
Yep.
It's going to get wild.
It's
That's
all your
right.
fault, Dave. But we would definitely like to thank those 3 awesome soldiers who gave us their opinion on the Army birthday. Brianna, I mean, your party sounds awesome.
Thank you.
I wish I could have made it, but
Yeah.
like I said, I had to feed my cat.
He's busy.
Next
maybe
year.
next year.
Yeah.
I had to. But I mean, happy birthday, Army. Can
Happy birthday.
Can we on 3 just
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3?
Sure.
Happy
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Army.
Birthday.
Army.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Army. It's your birthday.
Wow. I am blown away at how beautiful that was.
We need to work on our harmonizing.
Who
yeah,
was
we do.
that?
I don't know. So
okay.
jumped in
We'll
real
get
fast.
it. We'll get it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You know what? We're gonna wrap it up here in a minute.
Getting too rowdy for you.
Yeah, I gotta go feed my cat. So.
He's busy still. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, meow. We out.
This podcast is a U.S. Army Garrison Fort Hood and Fort Hood Public Affairs production. Music is written and produced by Will Courtney with express permission for us to use. Do you have a question or want to share some insights with us? Email us at forthoodpao@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at USAG Fort Hood and on Facebook at Fort Hood Garrison Command. And as always, be sure to leave a review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
Driving down the road again. Tar starts thinning and cracks crumble the gravel lines. Just on the travel